Okay, so we will spend time to practice some programs on using while loop. Okay, that's the topic for today.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
So before we get into loop, we'll talk about pass. What is pass? Okay, a pass can be used for if else or loops. Okay, when you don't have anything to put in a block. Okay, if you don't have anything to put in a block, we put pass. Okay, so I'll do an example of while and then I'll tell you what pass would mean. Let's say I need to input marks and check if that number is odd or even. Okay, or better still, we'll use plus or positive, negative, or zero. Okay, let's say you have a number a equal to 5. Okay, and then check if a greater than 0. Okay, we say print positive number. Now, so see here, it is just a simple one line for each condition, right? A simple one line. Okay, so in this case, you can start building. You can write all the three conditions together before running it, right? So elif a then 0. Okay, so you say print negative, right? So we can
Yes.
build it. It's a simple program, so we can build all three conditions at the same time. Okay, but let's say you can say print 0, right? But let's say 0. But let's say that it's a complex conditions that you have to write. Okay, so now there are three conditions. Okay, there are three conditions. Okay, but before you don't wait to write all three conditions then run the program. Okay, so you want to first focus on building one condition, then two conditions, and three conditions. In that case, what we do is you can put all three conditions together, and let's say you don't want to write anything. Okay, what I'll do is since I have already put that effort, I don't want to lose it, so I'll just say Control C, and I'll save it here. Control B. Okay. Okay, so you have positive, negative, and 0, right? So I am looking to build only if now. Okay, I'll delete this. Let's say I know. Okay, I have deleted it.
Okay.
Here I'm trying to build it, and I want to work on if condition only first. Later I will talk about elif and else. Now all these will give error because in C++ you could write bracket open and close, so you know that okay this is empty and it will ignore. But in Python, since it does not have any indication, anything to indicate an empty block, okay, we use something called as pass. So in a block, okay, you have to write a block and you don't have anything to write for now. Okay? So if I don't write anything, it will give error because it is expecting some command in elif. Right?
তুমি খেয়ে আমাকে বাকিটা দিয়ে দাও।
Pass in this block.
ওই খেয়ে আমার তো এখানে রেখে দাও।
You can put
গরম।
Yes, talking to me, Sudhir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, tell me.
Sir, प्लीज सर वो एलसी वाला जो आपने बताया अभी वो वाला थोड़ा और एक बार रिपीट कर दीजिए। हाँ, पास
कितना समझ में आया बताओ?
मतलब जो हम और जो ब्रैकेट ओपन और क्लोज करते हैं उसमें जो पास पास का जो सिनेरियो है इसमें।
सॉरी, हम ओपन ब्रैकेट क्लोज नहीं करते हैं पाइथन में, जावा
ओके, उसमें से
जावा
पास।
सी सी प्लस में करते हैं।
हाँ, ओके।
तो जावा सी सी प्लस प्लस में अगर एम्प्टी ब्लॉक लिखना है तो अपन ब्रैकेट ओपन क्लोज कर सकते हैं, लेकिन पाइथन में ब्रैकेट है ही नहीं, तो फिर हम एम्प्टी ब्लॉक कैसे लिखेंगे? तो एम्प्टी ब्लॉक बताने के लिए हम पास लिखते हैं वहां पे। पास मतलब इस ब्लॉक में कुछ भी नहीं है, इग्नोर दिस ब्लॉक। समझ में आया?
ओके सर जी।
ओके, so we are ignoring that block.
ओके,
इसका ये मतलब हुआ। ओके, तो हम इस ब्लॉक में अभी कुछ नहीं लिखना है, आपको नहीं लिखना है या बाद में लिखना है तो एम्प्टी ब्लॉक को खाली नहीं छोड़ सकते हैं। So pass is a command that we write, okay, to indicate कि यार ये ब्लॉक एम्प्टी है, यहाँ पे कुछ भी नहीं है। Okay, so this is important. Now हमने एक वैल्यू लिया, मैं कहता हूँ कि using for value it takes values as long as user is interested। एक वैल्यू लिया, फिर दो वैल्यू लिया, फिर तीन वैल्यू लिया। Okay, so if I need to give 5 values, I know 5 times to do that, I will use for loop, right? But हमें पता नहीं कि 5 values यूज करना है, okay, till user wants। In that case we write while। हम क्या करेंगे, यहाँ पे लिखेंगे, okay, और अगर आपको empty while ब्लॉक में लिखना है ना तो लिख दिया हमने while true। while true मतलब यहाँ पे condition has to be true, so instead of writing any condition I can simply say true। Okay, this while will be executed only when condition is true। So condition बनाने के बदले what I did directly I wrote true, मतलब it became an infinite loop, it will go on forever। So if I say print hello, if I write print hello, okay, it becomes infinite loop, it will go on forever, right? उसको break करने के लिए we use break command। Break command will break this loop। Now how to break this loop? तो मैं क्या यहाँ पे क्या कर दूंगा, I will give a condition। Okay, input type y to continue or any other key to break। Okay, ये input हो गया and I'll read it into choice। अब मैं क्या करूंगा, I'll check the value of choice। If choice equal to small y or choice equal to capital Y, break। Y to continue, sorry, okay, कमेंट गलत है, क्या है, टाइप Y to continue। अगर Y हुआ तो कंटिन्यू करना है, एनी अदर K to break। अगर मैं ब्रेक दे दूंगा यहाँ पे चॉइस में तो चॉइस Y तरीके से ब्रेक हो जाएगा। तो व्हाट आई डू हियर, if choice equal to Y I will say pass, do nothing। Okay, else
ब्रेक होगा।
ब्रेक। अगर Y है तो कुछ मत करना है, तो कुछ नहीं करोगे तो अपने आप ऊपर चला जाएगा। और else है, अगर कंडीशन फॉल्स हो गया that's when it will go to else और break हो जाएगा. Yes, समझ में आया सुदीप?
Yes, sir.
Okay, type Y to continue or additional key to break. Okay, Y to continue. Y करूँगा, फिर से hello, फिर से hello. Right? अगर मैं कुछ और देता हूँ, N, तो it went to the next
Processing.
A5 है ना positive. Right? मैं चाहता हूँ कि ये तो part है. I want to do this inside. Okay, इसको भी delete कर देता हूँ. Okay, so okay, Y to continue. Positive, 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 positive. Right? And करना है तो break. ठीक है. तो अगर यहाँ पे 6 ऐसे लेना, instead what I'll do, I'll say int of enter enter a value 0 0 -6. Okay, so this will continue till you say yes. समझ में आया?
नहीं सर जी, एक बार बताइए और सर.
ठीक है. क्या नहीं समझ में आया बताओ. अच्छा, कितना समझ में वो ये बताओ. हम क्या कर रहे हैं बताओ. पॉज कर देता हूँ. ओके, तो हमने क्या किया. So we are writing an example of while condition. While में क्या है? While is followed by a condition. Correct? So while condition जो होता है, condition if it is true, it will go inside while. If condition is false, then it will not go inside while. Okay, अब देखोगे कि while के बाद हमने tab दिया है, indentation दिया है. So this indentation is still here. That means entire code is inside while. अगर हमने यहाँ पे दिया print thank you, तो thank you जो है print thank you, इसमें tab है नहीं है, there is no indentation. That means this is not inside while, this is outside while. So while अगर true रहा, this entire thing will be executed. And when while becomes false, these things will not get executed. Directly from line number 3, you'll go to line number 16. 5 से 15 वाला line count execute नहीं होगा. Okay, line will never get executed. Okay, okay, so that's the first thing that we need to know. Okay, so what we are doing inside while. So one way is you make condition false if you want to stop while. Okay, see for loop में देखा है कि we said range 5, so automatically go from 0 1 2 3 4 5 बार execute हो जाएगा. But while में we don't know how many times user wants to execute. Sometimes we want to execute 1 time, 3 times, 10 times, 5 times, right? So what we do, we say while true. चलो infinite times कर देंगे. It will run forever. And whenever user wants to stop, you say break. So in while, what I've done before ending while, okay, last few lines, logic यहाँ पे खत्म हो रहा है. Okay, logic of the program I'm going to talk about later. ठीक है, जो भी logic हमने किया वो यहाँ पे किया हमने. जब logic खत्म होने के बाद हमने क्या किया? We are adding this extra line. This extra line you will have to add whenever you are doing while true वाला condition. मैं पूछ रहा हूँ कि अरे खत्म करना है क्या अभी? हाँ खत्म करना है. खत्म करना है तो break. Okay, so infinite times जो चल रहा है, it will break, it will stop when it encounters break keyword. मैं पूछ रहा हूँ कि do you want to continue? Yes, I want to continue. Okay. जो है while कर ही रहा है. So the condition is yes, you stop, you don't do anything. If you say no, I don't want to continue, I want to break. Okay, press any key to break. So if it is any key, else में चला जाएगा अपने आप. Else में क्या होगा? Break हो गया. The moment it gets break, the loop ends there. It will not go back to line number 3. It will go to the next line. So it will go to line number 16. Okay. So that's how you are stopping the while condition. Mostly what I do, I use while true only. Okay, then I'll check the condition and then I want to break or continue. You can have a condition here. Okay, so something like इसी को मैं modify कर रहा हूँ. Okay, what I'll do, I'll ask this choice again here, and I'll say while choice equal to y or choice equal to y. Okay, so you're asking, so this is called entry control loop. Entry control matlab before you execute while, you are checking do you want to execute while or not. Okay, so even for first time also it will ask you do you want to continue or break. I'll say no, I want to break. So एक बार भी नहीं हुआ. Okay, so this is an example where you can also control the loop. We call it as entry control. मतलब while कहीं गया ही नहीं. You're controlling the entry to the while. If I don't ask this, let's say I want to run at least once. Okay, this is a case where you are not running while even one time also. 0 time be possible hai. But let's say one time is possible. Okay, you know एक बार तो चलाना चाहिए. One time it will run. In that case, what we do is we say choice equal to y. सीधा y कर दिया. अभी क्या होगा? So in this case, your loop will run at least once. So choice y हो गया. ये y है true हो गया अंदर जाएगा. It will run at least once. Okay, 7 positive. Okay, and break. So instead of saying choice equal to y and choice again, taking same value, I can replace this with true. So while true is is preferred way. Okay, if your loop has to run at least once, at least once run karna hai, then you use while true. But if you don't want to run at least once, I mean user बोलेगा तभी run करना है. Okay.
Okay, sir जी.
Okay. So if you want to run at least once, you say while true, it will run at least once. It will, go inside while. Okay. So, okay, so that's how you are controlling. Logic to ye hai. Logic can be anything. So logic में क्या कर रहा हूँ? I'm saying enter a value and checking if value is more than 0. If it is more than 0, positive. अगर less than 0 है तो negative. Otherwise, default condition is 0. greater than 0, less than 0, बचा क्या? Equal to 0, right? तो बचा क्या? 0, equal to 0 है तो 0. Yes, no, maybe. Okay. So this is an example of using while. Okay. Now let's play a game. Okay, this game is that you think of a number. Okay, and so we'll let computer think of a number, and we will guess what number computer has thought of. Okay, so for example, let's say computer ने number सोचा है. Okay, number equal to, let's say, 50. Okay, so we are playing this game. Your number has to be between 1 and 100 only. Okay, ऐसा रखते हैं. So I'm equal to 50. ये number computer ने सोचा है. Now we need to predict the number which computer has thought. Okay, so we will predict the number which computer has thought. So मैं क्या करूँगा? Okay, so we'll ask guess. Why am I putting space? Guess. Okay, int of input. Guess the number. वो 50 computer सोचा है, and we have to guess the number, right? So if you guess the number correct, okay, so if guess equal to double equal to num, okay, then congratulations, you guessed it right. Right? नहीं तो if guess is less than num. Three conditions possible, right? Guess will be equal to num, or less than num, or greater than num, right? तो अगर guess जो है less than num है, मतलब क्या हुआ? Num 50 है and you guess 40. तो क्या बोलेगा कि actual number is more than your guess, or you are
near,
guessed a lower value. Okay. Third condition, else. Else में क्या है? जब हमने 60 guess किया है, let's say 50 है, you guess 60. You have guessed a higher value. Correct? तो अगर मैं run करूँगा इसको, तो just saying, okay, guess the number. I say 66. So you have guessed a lower value, right? 6 दिया. Now I want to put this in a loop. I want this one to continue till you get it right. अगर मैं low or high करूँगा, so it should still give me a chance to do that. Okay, so here you don't know how many times will I take to guess the number correct. You can guess it in first attempt, or 10th attempt, or 100th attempt. So which loop should you use? Not to repeat. The logic has to be repeated till I get it right. So which loop should you use here? While loop.
Yeah.
While loop, because you don't know how many times loop will run. So loop will run. Where should I put while? Which line number? After which line should I put? Should I put after line number 1, or should I put after line number 2, or line number 3, or line number 4, line number 5? After which line number should I put while?
Line number 2.
After line number 2, here or before line number 2?
After line number 2.
After line number 2, correct. क्योंकि number 50 will not change, वो तो fixed है. Okay, my guess has to change. So while true कर दिया. Because you have to guess at least once. You can't guess in 0th attempt, right? कम से कम एक बार तो होगा. इसलिए while true दे दिया. And I will put all these things one space, indicating entire logic is in while. Okay. और जब guess correct हो गया, then you have to stop. Then you don't have to guess again, right? So I'll say break. So okay, sorry, not here. I'm sorry. When you guess it right, that's when you stop, isn't it? अगर जब आपने सही guess कर लिया, congratulations, you guess it right, and then you should not again ask to guess a number, right? You already got it right. Okay, अभी देखो. Guess the number. I say 60. You have guessed a higher value. Okay, I have guessed a higher value, so I have to guess a lower than that. I say 55. You have guessed a higher value, so lower करना है. So let's say I say 45. You have guessed a lower value. That means I have to guess a higher than 45. Let's say I say 50. Congratulations, you got it right. You guessed it right. Correct?
हाँ सर जी, समझ में आया.
Okay. Now I'm going to talk about I'm going to talk about library. Okay, or we call it as package here. Okay. Now see here it is seen. You are able to see 50. Let's say we make it random number. Okay. मतलब we know, see here you know, I mean हम ही दे रहे 50, हम ही guess कर रहे 50. And truly this thing, what we'll do is we will let computer think of a random number by itself. Okay, so हम क्या करेंगे? So we have to use a library. Okay, so random numbers एक library में है. Okay, library is like a class. Okay, after this we'll talk about class only. It's a class which has different functions. Okay, so import random. Okay, random has functions. तो एक function है rand int. Okay, rand int क्या करता है? It okay, so okay, so here we'll say random dot rand int. Okay, so rand int will generate random integer values. Random integer values between A and B, inclusive, both inclusive. One भी हो सकता है, and we see. So random integer, rand int is a function in random which will generate random values, random integer values, not decimal. It will not say 1.25689. Okay, it will generate only the integer values. First condition. Second condition, it knows the lower value and the higher value. It's going to generate the values between 1 and 100. Okay, so now this truly you don't know. इतना पता है कि 100 और 1 और 100 के बीच में है, but exact number नहीं पता. So you run it, guess the number. Guess करो क्या number होगा? सुदीप
कुछ भी सर, 51.
कुछ भी तो बोलो ना, कुछ भी. You have guessed a lower value. Let's play this game.
सर 1 और 100 का बीच का क्या, कैसे, कौन सा होगा?
You have guessed a lower value. मतलब क्या हुआ? Value is more than 51.
हाँ.
You guessed a lower value. मतलब 75 से बढ़ के है. Okay, so it is between 75 and 95. अभी 92 करते हैं. Okay, so it is between 85 and 92. 88. Number is 88.
ये सर सिस्टम का ऑटो जनरेटेड है क्या?
Auto generate random. Random number. So I'm talking about random. Rand int will generate a random value between 1 and 100. Rand int is a function that will give us random integer values. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are integer values, isn't it? The integer values मिलेगा हमें. And I'm saying between 1 and 100. मैं यहाँ पे 1 and 100 दिया है. So function will generate random number between 1 and 100 only. Yes.
Yes sir. सर क्या कल भी आपके लिए क्लास लेना पॉसिबल होगा?
कल बिल्कुल।
हाँ एक्चुअली सर मैंने अभी फिलहाल जॉब कुछ दिन के लिए छोड़ दिया है, तो आप अभी जब टाइम फ्री होगा आप अगर आप हमें पिन करें तो हम क्लास कर सकते, कोई इशू नहीं है
बिल्कुल,
इसमें।
अगर क्लास नहीं हो तो भी एटलीस्ट बात कर सकते हैं ना, मुझे मैसेज कर देना व्हाट्सएप पे। ओके,
हाँ आप कौन सा टाइम सर आपका शेड्यूल मतलब
तुम मुझे मैसेज
खाली
कर
रहता
देना ना
है?
जब भी चाहिए, टाइम टाइम मैं बता दूंगा। आई कांट टेल यू टुमारो व्हाट टाइम
ठीक
आई
है,
विल बी फ्री, राइट? तो तुम मैसेज
ओके
कर
ओके
देना, कॉल कॉल करना, और कॉल नहीं उठाया तो मैसेज कर दो,
ठीक है सर,
देन आई विल कॉल यू बैक।
ओके ओके
ठीक है।
हाँ एक्चुअली हम प्रैक्टिस करते हैं तो कभी कभी कुछ अगर असुविधा हो
हाँ,
तो
तो मैं पहले भी बोला था
आपको
ना,
नोट
प्रैक्टिस
कर
कर रहे हो
सकते
मुझे कॉल करो, नहीं उठाया तो मैसेज करो, कुछ डाउट है।
अभी एक्चुअली भैया भी है रहते हैं ना, वो थोड़ा थोड़ा हमको गाइड कर देते हैं।
हम्म।
तो कुछ अगर मतलब भैया पाइथन पे ऊपर नहीं काम करते, भैया ओराकल के ऊपर काम करते हैं। तो उनको बेसिक सारे कुछ आता है, तो वो थोड़ा थोड़ा हमको गाइड कर दे रहा है, उसमें इश्यू नहीं है। तो मतलब जब बिजी रहता है भैया कुछ तो आपसे कुछ हेल्प चाहिए होता है।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, एनी टाइम।
ओके सर जी।
ओके,
ओके सर।
this with this we finish our while topic also.
ओके
Okay, tomorrow we'll talk about, not tomorrow, next class we'll talk about for class and object. So please complete this much.
ओके सर, आई विल प्रैक्टिस इन सम पॉइंट्स जो जिस चीज़ में मेरा असुविधा हो मैं नोट करके रखती हूँ सर, और मैं कल आपको डेफिनेटली सर एक बार नॉक करूँगी, ठीक है?